him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
They're going to line up to go for this on 4th down. Rodgers stays on the field. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Diamador Lenore. And into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Well, if there was any thought that this thing might turn around for this offense in the second half, I think those thoughts pretty well dashed after that interception return there.
It just has not been a good outing for this unit whatsoever. There's no other way to say it. They've been overmatched, haven't performed to the level that they've needed, and that throw there is just going to contribute to this game getting out of hand.
Extra point try now for Moody. And that'll increase their lead to 28. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive, they had the issue. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it. But it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the Jets are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the 3rd quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them.
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 29. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 46 yards. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. And it's complete to Adams. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 18 more yards there and another 1st down. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. Throwing is Rodgers. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now it's Rodgers. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on 1st down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
And my goodness, another interception. And the 49ers are going to take over at their own 41. The number 7 usually lucky here, not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he had won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer the last to do it in 2001 to throw 7 picks. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A good pickup there, a 22. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Purdy. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
A throw left side for Pearsall is complete. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets 16. A good pickup there of 20 yards. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of this...
And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown.
Ricky Pearsall
with his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the 49ers have sewn this one up as they add to their lead here in the fourth. Now Moody for the PAT.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away.
And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Working from the gun, Rodgers. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And now here is another interception.
It's Jair Brown who's got it.
And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line.
Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Purdy will set up to throw it here.
20. Touchdown, 49ers.
Ricky Pearsall.
46 yards.
And the 49ers continue to run up the score. They lead it big here in the fourth. And you wonder now if he might be able to remove the helmet, put on the baseball cap, and watch the rest of this one from the sideline. His 5th touchdown pass of the game.
Say that again. Did you say 5th touchdown pass of the game?
Yes, sir.
But that's a heck of a performance, isn't it? Because they've had no answer for him at all game long. Receivers have been open constantly, and he hasn't missed a single one of them.
Purdy will throw for it.
And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the fourth.
Personally, I'd rather see him kick the extra point there than to go for 2, but it almost feels like there's a story within the story here. I mean, this isn't college. You know, size of victory, that matters in those games. Here, all you have to do is win by 1 point. That's all that you need. Instead, they go for it, get 2. You got some pretty ticked off folks on the other sideline now.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Here's Rodgers. He's going to let this one go deep. And my goodness, another interception. It's Jair Brown who's got it. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? The ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Purdy from the gun.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, at this juncture, CD, you normally see teams pack in the passing game. They've got the huge lead. Not them, though. They're still taking their shots.
I remember reading in past history, there was a college football coach in the Hall of Fame whose nickname was Close the Gates of Mercy. Well, he wasn't really big on that. He was big on going ahead and scoring. He's kind of reincarnated right here. We're watching it in front of us.
But their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Well, they didn't fall behind any further thanks to that missed field goal, but still staring at this fourth quarter deficit. Rodgers changing the play, it appears.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Open man here is Conklin. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Just shy of the 20. 36 yards on the play.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. To throw, it's Rodgers. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets.
Garrett Wilson
from 21 yards away.
And the Jets get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. And CD, they just haven't had a whole lot to cheer about here, but it may be cliche, but give them credit for this. They've continued to fight and scratch and claw, and they get the touchdown here in the fourth quarter.
And I'm okay with that cliche, all right? Maybe it'll alleviate the sting a little bit because at least they can look in the mirror and realize they fought all the way through. Horrible game for them. Not one they'll want to remember, but at least they'll keep their heads up and have some pride when they leave the stadium.
And he is not going to make it to the end zone. And that's pretty reflective of their game as a whole as they'll remain down by a bundle. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. This has really just been a lopsided affair. What a performance they put on, and now they get the football back here with a big lead in the fourth quarter. You know, in the pass, we might...
And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked up by DJ Reed. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And now here's another interception.
Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the Niners are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
This is Jennings.
And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Here's Purdy.
And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
That one thrown across his body, and it's incomplete. Well, big... quarter up really big. That passing incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points, but they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
Now they'll change things up. Purdy will look to throw again here.
And that will be incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. Fourth down now, but he's fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Throwing here, Purdy. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
Minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. And the sack leads to roughly a loss of 6, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Nightmare of a game continues for this quarterback, brought down with the game already decided. This sack adds insult to injury for him. Multiple turnovers, down by multiple touchdowns, now dumped early in a drive in the final quarter.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Straight ahead is Hall. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score one touchdown,
you're
without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
From the 4 now, 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it here with Hall.
And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Zuerlein good with a PAT as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the 4th quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. Javon Kinlaw, the big D tackle there to bring him down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
2nd and 7. A give for Taylor running right side. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to EA Sports.
I wanna try to beat the force. I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you look a piece. Wanna see some more? 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 Soul gonna rise when I leave this corpse. Show you look a piece. Wanna see some more?
Don't be afraid of the bounce. See when your things levels got changed to your mouth. How can I walk in doubt? Never been a beg, never been a loud mouth. Pen can go for days. I'm obsessed with it, can't change my ways. So blessed with it, what can I say? Top form staying in shape.
I wanna try to beat the force. I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you look a piece. Wanna see some more? 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 Soul gonna rise when I leave this corpse. Show you look a piece. Wanna see some more?
I'm gonna run it up, though you know your fun is up. James knew back when I was coming up, didn't wanna know then. Now I bet they loving us no more. No R&R's, the bar is raised. If you know me, now I can bar for days. Nothing there to prove, cause I've done enough. Lights out, still gonna keep the torch. Show you little piece, wanna see.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley and Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Greg Zuerlein now. He'll handle the honors to get us started. And we are underway from Santa Clara. And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20.
And they'll send the slot in motion left.
First play, and Purdy wants to throw it.
The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Back to throw, Purdy. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive INT.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Here's 2nd and 10. Purdy now to throw.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. Not the warmest starts throwing the football. He was 1 for 3, now 1 for 4 on the opening drive.
So getting him comfortable is the key. And for him, it might be different than what we think is comfortable. We're probably thinking swing passes, easy checkdowns. Some guys, they're better off throwing it downfield. That's what really loosens them up.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt.
And the Jets will take over. Rodgers and the Jets now with a 1st and 10
at their own 23. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Credit the sack to Fred Warner.
Okay, partner, a couple points of interest right here. Offensively, we see that they came out throwing the football, but maybe more importantly, the blitz that came defensively, they got right after it.
And you were telling me pregame before we came on air, you think this is something we could see a lot.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it because this is a unit that wants to play the game on their terms.
The pressure from multiple guys as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
Now, no only 2 plays in, but after giving up back-to-back sacks, something has to change with the protection, and they can't wait to halftime to make an adjustment.
Back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again 3rd and long now. Back near the goal line. Here's Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. They do go for it. It's Rodgers.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's Jair Brown who's got it.
And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. Well, they were obviously backed up, had a little bit of space from the goal line, snapping it from the 3, but still trying to throw it, and...
Yeah, exactly. If this were hindsight as 2020 comes into play, right? Seems like a good idea to throw the ball there. Maybe you'll surprise them and catch them off guard. Instead, you've created a turnover and put your defense in a bad spot.
Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here.
Purdy going to give it to Garindo.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
Out of the gun, Purdy looking right side, and it's intercepted. And the Jets are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. The defense looked geared up to stop the run, but obviously, Charles, they were ready for the pass, too.
Yeah, they were hoping they could catch everyone crashing and playing the run, but that was a very ill-advised throw right there. The opportunity, lost.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. But the good news for them, they got the football. The bad news, they have to go 99 yards here as they start this drive out on their own 1-yard line. Now Rodgers going to shift him around.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
It's Jair Brown who's got it.
And he will take this down to the 10-yard line. When you're on your own 1-yard line like they were, oftentimes you're thinking just run on any down, get some space. There they elect to throw it. It cost them.
You get the sense that they were banking on the element of surprise, right? Everyone expects you to run it there. Let's take a shot. Let's throw it. Try and create some space, some room. And it went awry, didn't it?
Here's Guerrero on first down.
A good display of power, but it will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4. That's a gain of 6 on the first down run.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
The tight end in motion right.
This is Samuel.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. And give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 3rd down and less than a yard. They'll try the middle with Guerrero.
He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
One word comes to mind to me after that last play, and that's alert. That defense took a chance guessing the snap count, and they were so right. Got great push-up.
And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Chris Conley, a 1-yard touchdown reception.
And the Niners post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Jake Moody now for the point after.
And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor, maybe you break the ice a little bit? Like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey? Isn't that the one that you're throwing it to? And maybe you have to be stern a little bit. Whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Rodgers. Able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
I don't care what level of football you played. This one was a universal, wasn't it? When we were kids and we played touch football, remember we get in these positions and you just say, everybody go along, and hope someone would come free.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
2nd and 10. Throwing now is Rodgers. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Rodgers going to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Rodgers going to go on 4th down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Rodgers now to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they do.
And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Jeremy Ruckert, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Jets are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Now Purdy. And this one too low.
Well, congratulations to them. They come through defensively with another stop. And let's face it, this secondary, they've gone unchallenged so far in the first half.
Now a 2nd and 10. Shotgun now with Purdy. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Purdy looking to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Again, it's Purdy to throw it. A tough throw there across his body. It's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Purdy will set up to throw it here. Open man is Samuel, complete. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 36. A gain of 18 and a new set of downs. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Purdy. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 17-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
What a drive. This has been just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Purdy from the gun toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Final play of the half. Purdy. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece. 7-7 our score. And we will not see a return of the dynamic kickoff. And the first drive of the second half will commence from the 30-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the 3rd quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one, and we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee-wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
To throw is Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the 49ers will take over possession here up at the 44. Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 44. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Jamien Sherwood. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Well, their defense got him the football with an interception. They trot out there, Charles, in the very first play. They give the football right back.
Brandon, I almost expect you to come in like an auctioneer. We've got 2, we got 2. Do I hear 3? Remember, if it's 2 in a row, would we hit 3 in a row? Because these offenses, they got to be a little bit more careful as they go forward. These defenders, they're locked in.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. It just appeared there that the defense, they had that read from the moment the ball was snapped. And not only did they get the interception, add a nice return on top of it, all the way to the end zone for a defensive touchdown.
Yeah, and the guy who made the play, he gets the points. But it really was a group effort, wasn't it? How about the coaches? They've got to be so excited. All the preparation time in the film room, it translated into a big play that put points on the board for their team.
And this is no good. It's a missed extra point. Boy, in a tight game, how important might that turn out to be here as the second half rolls along? So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a mistake, a surprising mistake there in the kicking game as he sends that one out of bounds.